It is almost time to head back to Hogwarts. I will be catching a flight to London tomorrow and then taking the Hogwarts Express back to Hogwarts. It's time to pack. So let me show you everything that I'm bringing for this year. It's kind of become a tradition, me doing a little packing video ahead of going back to school. So I have my trunk once again, same trunk. If you want to hear the backstory of everything, you can watch some of my last several years videos of packing for Hogwarts, but yeah, this is my trunk. I'm gonna open it up and we can get started packing. I have a huge pile. It's a massive mess here. I guess let's just dive into it. Don't mind me being super comfortable here in my pajamas because it is thundering outside. It's like the coziest pouring rain day, so it's really gonna get me ready to head back to the UK. But if you hear any rumbling, that's what it is. The first things that are already in here are my shelf and tension rod. I keep these in here so that I can stand my trunk upright, keep all my stuff organized when I'm actually at school. We do have closets to hang our clothes into, but I do have a lot of other stuff, so I like to try to keep it organized at least. Some stuff that goes at the bottom are my shoes. So this year I'm bringing these loafers. I'm also bringing these Birks. They're just good for slipping on, heading down to breakfast or whatever other meal, you know, going to study in the library, all that kind of thing. When I don't really need to look too presentable, I'll just throw those on. I'm also bringing sneakers. Those will be my plain shoes as well, so I'm not packing those right now. But that's a bulky stuff for the bottom. I guess now we move on to my books because there are a ton. I have a couple extra ones this year, so trying to figure out how to best fit everything. I'm like not fooling around with packing this year. I'm not going to be dealing with my stuff overflowing like it has the past 3 years. I definitely should have organized this before I started. Okay. Oh my. So I'm going to start with all of the books that I bring every year. I mean, basically I bring all of these every year. So I have Magical Places, A History of Magic, a Hogwarts Handbook. I have this journal, Losing Hogwarts Library. This, oh my gosh. Just have these 3 books in my Hogwarts Library collection. I have this spell book as well. I'm taking a cooking class, so that's what this is for. Also, in terms of classes, I have my Latin and English dictionary because I will be taking Latin. I'm looking forward to that. Also, this helps a lot when you're learning spells because a lot of times they come from Latin roots, so if you understand the Latin roots, then you can kind of tell what a spell's going to do. I also have this castle book. It's all about castles in the UK. There is a pretty large section on Hogwarts, so I'm bringing this. I'm also bringing this star chart. I'm taking astronomy this year, so that is required for that class. I'm really excited for that. I have not taken astronomy yet, so that should be fun. I'm through with books. I'm going to move on to the other bulkier items that need to go at the bottom. I'm bringing this puzzle. It is just of Hogwarts. I don't know if you can tell, but I like to bring some activities for my friends and I to do in the common room. So that's one for this year. Oh, I also always bring cards. These are Hogwarts cards. Gotta bring some stuff to do. I have my quill set, so this is all that I need for writing out papers and letters and everything. I also have another set this year. It's just a calligraphy set, so it's got pens and different pen tips and stationery and everything that I would need. Alright, everything is looking a lot more organized in here so far than it has in past years, so this is a good sign. Some of the other stuffing needs to go at the bottom. I have my cauldron shrunken down, obviously. I have some Felix Felicis as well. You know what, maybe I want to keep that with me. I'm going to put it in a shoe for safekeeping. I also have this butterbeer mug. I always bring a mug for when my friends get a pitcher of butterbeer or pumpkin juice or whatever and bring it up to the common room. So I have this one this year. I try to bring a different one every year. I have like 5 different butterbeer mugs, so like this, and then like, I don't know, a ton of regular mugs too. So it was a hard decision, but last year I brought like my cauldron-y mug, so I wanted to bring one of the butterbeer ones instead this year. Try to switch it up. I guess I can put in my toiletries now, so I just have like my toiletry kit and then my makeup in here. Just gonna put that on the bottom. Hopefully it doesn't spill. If it spills, at least it wouldn't get anything being in the bottom. I guess I'm gonna move on to like clothes and everything else now. This is going very smoothly so far, so hopefully everything's going to continue to fit in here. I'm bringing an ear warmer and a hat and gloves this year for sure, because I've been burned so many times by the cold weather and I end up buying this stuff. So, oh, I have a scarf too. Here, scarf, hat, gloves, ear warmer, all going in here. It's tough because I'm packing and it's summery here and then it quickly gets cold there, so I don't want to have to deal with winter weather without all these things. So I have my Gryffindor scarf here. It's always helpful to keep me warm when I'm going between classes or going to Hogsmeade and whatnot. I guess in terms of outerwear, I'm also bringing a raincoat because you need it. Just this weather's reminding me that I cannot forget my raincoat. That would be very sad. I'm also bringing this bag that I crocheted. I made this and I just realized that it's like kind of Gryffindor colors. I thought this would be a fun and different school bag for this year. I'm bringing this like scarf thing almost. I like to have like a blanket or some sort of extra covering to throw on my bed. So I'm bringing this one this year. I just thought I would add a little bit of extra color to my bed area because it's pretty red in there. I like to have some other colors too, so I've got some blue in there. I guess I can move on to clothes now, so I think we're at that stage. This year I'm not fooling around. I'm using packing cubes because the past years I just crunch everything in here and it's just not good. It doesn't usually end up fitting and I have to take out a ton of stuff. So these packing cubes are going to help me keep it all organized and nice for getting there and getting back when I have more stuff. So I'm starting with like my regular clothes and then I'll move on to my like school branded clothes. So I have this checkered like knit tee. It's pretty warm but it's still a tee. I also have this white long sleeve. I can wear this under anything, under robes, under Quidditch robes, under like a sweater, whatever I want to do with that. I also have a black button up. Again, this can go like over just a plain shirt, or I guess I could wear it under robes. I don't know. It can go over a t-shirt, just kind of anything. I just bought this brown turtleneck. I have not worn it yet, but that'll be good to bring to school. Have a little variety in my wardrobe because I tend to bring a lot of the same clothes. I'm also bringing this gray turtleneck. I just want to make sure I'm going to be warm, so sweaters are the way to go. I guess talking about sweaters, I'm bringing this red and gold sweater vest. This is like one of my favorite clothing items, so I always bring it, and especially like it's Gryffindor, so it just makes sense to bring it. I'm bringing this plain tan tee, really nothing to say about it. Also this black knit long sleeve, just very plain, can go with anything, can go under anything. I'm bringing this dress just in case of a formal event, which I always hope for a formal event, but I don't know at this point, so I'm bringing this one just in case that happens. I'm bringing this just regular pair of black leggings and a regular pair of black trousers and a regular pair of black jeans. I guess I'm bringing a lot of black pants. And then I will be traveling wearing another pair of pants, but I'm not sure exactly what yet. Haven't picked that out yet. I also have just this plain black pair of bike shorts and these like sweatpants shorts. I think that's it for like the regular clothes, and we can move on to my actual like school clothes. Alright, here's packing cube number 1 going in. Let's see. Wow, look at that. Why did I not think of that like 3 years ago? That's so much better. Okay, anyways, moving on to my other packing cube. Not lose anything. Okay, I have these pajama pants. They're like one of my favorite clothing items, so I always bring them. I'm bringing this Hogwarts sweatshirt as well. I always bring this one every year too. So normally what I wear under my school robes is this like grayish, blackish dress thing. I don't even know how to explain it. And this collar with a tie. I don't know where my extra tie is, so I'm gonna have to find that. I'm just realizing that I only have one right now, but I always bring 2 ties, so I need to look into that and hopefully find another one before I leave. I also have this black skirt, which I could use as a school uniform as well. Next, I have this Gryffindor sweater that I knit myself. I love this so much. This especially comes in handy when it is super cold out because I could wear a turtleneck under it or something and my robes, and that would keep me toasty warm. So can't forget this. Alright, I guess we're just on to robes and like accessories now. So I'm just going to fit this in on this side of the trunk. Looks like everything is actually going to fit pretty nicely. There we go. Alright, next I have my winter cloak. Where's the top? This cloak was my grandmother's and it has been passed down to me. So I love it. It's got bedazzling and it's just super warm and bulky. But that's another thing that can keep me super warm in the winter. So I'm just gonna put this, oh no, I left 2 t-shirts out. I guess I'm just gonna toss these into the top here and maybe I'll put them in the packing cubes later. But I have this Weasley's Wizard Wheezes shirt and I also have a Hogwarts shirt. Different than the one that I'm wearing, but only slightly. I brought this one for the past few years because it's newer. I just keep this one at home for a sleep shirt. That's kind of it. Moving on to school robes. This is the set of robes that I wear a little bit less often, but you can see bedazzling, of course. Let me just fold these nicely. Hopefully that was not that nice. But these right here, I could probably stand to roll these to make them fit a little better, but I think we're actually going to be perfect on space. My other set of school robes is right here. These ones are a little bit more worn. I'm like noticing the stain there. These are my preferred pair of robes. They are a little bit more lightweight than the others, but this one has my head girl badge on it, and here is the bedazzling on this one. These should fit in a little nicer than the other pair. Finally, in terms of big stuff, my Quidditch robes, which weighs up. Here are my Quidditch robes. These are also bulky, so they should fit perfectly right here though. And then I'm just left with my accessories. Look at that. That actually has worked out so much better than the past couple of years. I also have my owl's cage. I'm going to be carrying this with me on the plane. And additional stuff that I have, I guess some of this does still get packed in, but I'll just put it on top. So I have this little wand holder that I like to put inside my trunk. I also have these super cute makeup brushes that my cousin got me. It does have an S on it. She's a Slytherin, so I'm going to disregard that. That's okay. But these makeup brushes. They're so cute. They're little ones. Yeah, it is a Slytherin bag. It's okay. Just gonna put that on top. I also have my dragonhide gloves. These are one of the required items for us to have for a lot of our classes when we're working with dangerous materials or certain animals or whatever. I have this bag that my dad got me. It does have an undetectable extension charm on it, so I can fit a decent amount of stuff in here. Unfortunately, it's a little limited by the actual width that it opens up, so you can't fit that much stuff in there, but it's still a very good amount. So I'm gonna keep this in this box. And then I guess the rest of the stuff is just going to be flying with me on the plane. So for my personal item, I have this diagonally backpack. You can kind of see dragon up there, and then it's sparkly, super fun. I have this little owl stuffy I'm gonna bring this year. I'm just gonna put her in there. I'm also bringing Griffey with me, obviously. He is my favorite. So I'm gonna bring him with me on the plane. Gotta keep him safe and have a little flying buddy with me. Also in my backpack, I'm going to keep my flu powder. I should have put the Felix Felicis in there, but I did pack it away, so I guess that's fine. I have my Spectre specs to keep with me. Also, I'm gonna pack snacks and water and all that stuff. These are just the solid items I need to bring. I have my train ticket. This is absolutely vital for me to actually get back to school. So, London to Hogwarts, gotta put this in my backpack. I also have my wand. I guess I'll just stick it in my backpack like that. That should keep it pretty safe. And I guess I never read you guys out my letter this year, but it just has some of the required materials, some of the books that I was bringing, so pretty standard school letter. So I'm not going to read that out, but I do have my school letter and I'm going to keep that in my backpack with me. I believe that's it. Other than I need to go find another tie, but I think that's everything that I need to bring. This is going to be me heading to the airport with all my stuff. This should close. So that is everything that I'm bringing to Hogwarts this year. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me pack all of my stuff that I'm bringing this year. So I guess I'll see you guys next year with my next packing video. Make sure to comment if I will be seeing you at Hogwarts.